Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn what are compounds and their types. The smallest particles or molecules of a compound are formed by joining two or more types of atoms to each other.
So when we join or when we combine two elements to form a third type of substance, means, for example, if we combine sodium and chlorine, what will we get, students? Tell me, what will we get?
Sodium chloride.
Very good. It is sodium chloride. I don't know who gave the answer, but very nice, very good. We will get sodium chloride. Now remember one. Sodium chloride is salt. It does not look like sodium. It does not look like chlorine. Sodium is solid and it is highly reactive. बहुत react होता है वो. Even ऐसा हवा में रख दिया, it starts reacting with air. Chlorine is a gas. Okay. But when you join sodium, you combine sodium with chlorine, you will get sodium chloride, which is not a gas. Okay. And sodium chloride does not react easily. Have you all seen it reacting with any other substance so fast? No, right? So remember that a compound will have properties different than its constituent atoms. Is that clear? If I combine two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, what will we get, students? Any idea?
H2O.
H2O. Very good. What is H2O?
Water.
Water. Yes. Very good. Now remember. So we have combined two elements. We have combined hydrogen. We have combined oxygen. Now hydrogen is also a gas. Oxygen is also a gas. But if you combine two gases, you will actually get a liquid, right? You will get water, and water is actually liquid in room temperature. So remember that a compound, when it is formed, its properties are very different. इसकी properties different दिखते हैं, color different हो सकता है, state of matter different हो सकता है, या फिर smell different हो सकता है. It will not look like the original element. Is this clear? What is the meaning of compounds? Yes? Or anyone has any more doubt? I will clear it.
Understood.
I will be explaining you all right from my kitchen the two types of compounds, the two main types of compound, that is organic and inorganic compounds. I'm taking two vessels. Now I'm adding just 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. Okay.
In other vessel, I will add a teaspoon of salt. So there we have sugar in one and salt in other vessel.
So I'm starting this. Okay, and I'm starting this also in front of. Let us see what's gonna happen. I've kept this temperature at 100. And yes, of course, this temperature will be little higher, but the whole idea is to heat both of them. See, both of them are getting heated. I will even increase the temperature to this. Okay, what's happening? What's happening? You can see it's getting heated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is also getting heated. Do you all feel that there will be some color change? Can you all tell me quickly?
Yes, it is becoming brownish and reddish in the electric one, that is induction, and on the gas it's still liquidy.
Okay, changing into liquid. Fine. We'll wait for some more time. What is happening, students?
Now it is becoming black.
Yes, I have put it off.
The sugar is caramelized.
Yes, very good. But what is happening here, students? But now can you see anything? I have not put it off, it is on. See. Okay, you all could see some red color before, but I think that was because of overheating of the vessels. But can you see any color change in the salt? That's what I'm asking. Not the vessel.
No.
No, there was no color change. Whereas this has turned brownish black. If we heat more, what color it will turn? Any idea?
Black.
Black.
Yes, very good. It will turn black. Okay. Tell me, what did you all observe? What did you all observe? Yes, students, what did you all observe? You all observed two compounds. There were two compounds, right? One was sugar and one was salt. And I heated them at the same time. But in one, what did you observe? And in the other one, what happened? You tell me.
Sugar changed its color.
Very good. The sugar changed its color. But did salt change the color?
No.
No. Now, sugar changed its color to what? Sugar changed its color to what color?
Brown.
Okay, brown. And if we further heat it, what it will become?
Black.
Black. Very good. Let me tell you. Those compounds which turn black on heating are called as organic compounds. And those compounds which do not turn black on heating, which maybe they can remain, they will remain as a residue, okay, but they will not turn black on heating. Those are called as inorganic compounds. But why?
This is because inorganic compounds have high melting points.
The organic compounds turn black in color is because they have presence of carbon in them. Therefore, organic compounds are also called as carbon compounds. So remember, organic compounds को हम लोग carbon compounds बुलाते हैं because they have presence of carbon atoms in them. The organic compounds are sugars, proteins, or all the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, nucleic acids, glucose, all of them are organic compounds. And inorganic compounds are mostly the salts. Okay, they will not turn black on heating. Hydroxide does not contain carbon. It contains magnesium and hydroxide ions. So that will be inorganic compound. Fine. What is baking soda? The one which is available in the kitchen. The molecular formula of baking soda is NaHCO3. NaHCO3. Can you all tell me? Will it turn brown or black on heating?
The answer is no, because baking soda is an inorganic compound.
Look at this thing. If I give heat to it, do you think it will turn black, or will it remain white as such? Or will it change any other color? Because you can see that there are colors on it.
It will turn to ashes black.
Okay, it will turn to black. So, in order to explain or demonstrate it to you all, this is just straightening iron. Putting it on, let us just heat it a little bit. And let us see which color will it come. You all still want to guess? It's white in color. Behind you can see there is orange colored stuff. And in front you can see some black colored or even you can see this purple colored ink. What do you all feel? Okay, it's already heated. What do you all feel? Quickly. What color will it change to?
Maybe silver.
Okay, someone feels that it will be silver. Any other answer? Okay, someone said black. No other answer?
Brown.
Okay, someone feels that it will be brown in color. Any other answer? Tell me. No? Let's see. There you go. Black in color. I don't know if you can see. Can you see it is black in color?
Yes.
Yes. Fine. So what can you conclude? Students, tell me. What can you conclude? That paper is what type of compound? Is it organic or inorganic compound? Tell me.
Organic.
Organic compound. Very good. So the complex compounds are nothing but those compounds which are actually organic, वो organic ही होते हैं, but they have inorganic elements attached to it. Like for example, hemoglobin, chlorophyll. So shall we recap quickly, students? Shall we recap? Yes, we studied the composition of matter. Any matter can be composed of elements. What else? Elements
Compound.
and mixtures, right? Elements, compounds and mixtures. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And then I explained you in detail about the compounds. Compounds are of three types. One is organic compounds, inorganic compounds, and complex compounds. What are organic compounds, students? Can you tell me in your own words? Tell me in your own words.
That turns black color.
Okay, they turn black in color on heating. Why do they turn black in color? What is there inside them?
Carbon.
Carbon. Very good. That's why kerosene, petrol, all of them, if you burn them, they will turn into black in color. Is it clear? Or you will see some black color thing deposited on a surface. Okay, then second type I told all are inorganic compounds. Apart from carbon compounds, all other compounds are inorganic compounds. But then I explained all about the third type of compound, that is complex compound. Can you all give me 2 examples of complex compounds? Which are the complex compounds, students? Two examples. Yes, something that is in our body.
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin and chlorophyll.
So that's it for today. Click on like, share and subscribe.